Heidi from Without a Crystal Ball. I am coming at you on a Thursday afternoon to talk to you about the latest scandal on YouTube that doesn't include me. And it is involving two TikTok stars, Charli and Dixie D'Amelio, and their parents, Heidi and Mark D'Amelio. In an episode uploaded onto their family channel, Charli, Dixie, Mark, and Heidi had a special guest come over for dinner, and during the dinner, they had their chef make them paella. And it was apparently the two girls that decided to act entitled and slightly rude, which is leading them to lose hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, and they are and the internet is currently canceling them. I'm convinced in 2020 the internet hates everyone. But before we get into the story, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe down here if you have not yet subscribed, and turn the notifications on so you know when I go live or new content loads. All right, so claim to fame, Charli and Dixie D'Amelio are two of TikTok's biggest stars. Charli actually has around 98 million. Yesterday she had over 99 million. We'll get there in a second. And Dixie, who has around 48 million. The two girls have moved with their parents to California to start their world of being a social media influencer. They have YouTube channels that have around 6 and 8 million subscribers, and they also have a family channel that has around 1 million subscribers. The D'Amelio family was doing a dinner with the D'Amelios with a special and surprise guest, which ended up being James Charles. So it started out relatively benign with the family sitting around the table. James Charles enters, everyone is super excited, and then the chef comes out, who is a chef named Aaron May, and Mark D'Amelio tells everyone that he is a friend and an amazing chef. Apparently they were doing sort of a collaboration together, working to not only help Aaron's channel, but also to help theirs. He was making a Spanish cuisine called paella, which is it's a rice meal that has saffron in it, and it is infused with all kinds of veggies, and then it has land and sea in it. So you will have traditional prawns and various fish, and then you'll also have meats from the land, which can include like chicken or beef or whatever. And in this specific paella, he included snail. And at one point during the meal, they're all sitting there, and Dixie, who's 19 years old, finds a piece of meat in her paella that looks interesting, and she gives it a whiff, and she sort of makes a gagging noise, which then leads her to ask what it's about, which results in this.
Does it actually bring you good?
I'm looking forward to it.
Liar. Oh, Dixie, wait.
No, you're good. Sometimes when... Hold on.
So dramatic.
Don't be so dramatic.
Excuse yourself.
Should we roll? Yeah. Oh, she actually rolled.
So this chef tells her, hey, it's a snail, it's good luck, you should eat it. She eats it, she goes out and she throws up outside, which then has James Charles kind of like, ew, that's gross. To which her mom is like, you're so dramatic. To which her dad is just like, oh my gosh. Nobody's really like paying much attention to it. She comes back to the table and then she says this.
Yo, Dixie. I was going to say, how you feeling, man?
Hungry?
Did you think that was going to turn out any other way?
No, it was good, but then there's a salty part on it. That was not good. It tasted like chicken, and then I tried the salty part, and everything came up.
It was a very dramatic scene.
No.
Yeah.
Christian almost puked. You have a child. What do you, like, think is
So
gonna
I
happen?
see Dixie and then Christian right behind.
So do I have bad luck now? I feel like I need to eat
Oh
another.
no!
Apparently didn't taste very good, and she apparently didn't like it, and she was not feeling great. But it was that behavior of them claiming that she was rude to the chef for basically throwing up what she ate. But it was then later that after she sits down at the table, her sister, Charli, sort of snaps at her and tells her that she's being rude right here.
Loved her. She was delish. Like, okay, I could get down with that.
Have you tried crispy rice?
Yes.
That's
Bomb.
good.
Have you tried Ebby?
What's that?
That's just like shrimp on rice.
Don't see. I'm not the biggest fan of shrimp. I've been avoiding the shrimp.
her young, as you like
Yeah,
to
you're
say.
being very snappy at me today, so I would control the attitude.
Charli, if you're picky, what's your favorite food?
Charli makes this statement about how, they've been on TikTok for not very long. It's been about a year since she hit 1 million on TikTok, and she laments that it would be super cool that she would hit 100 million in a year. Like, imagine getting 100 million followers in 1 year. Like, that's what these girls are doing on TikTok, and it's wild. And James doesn't seem super impressed by that. Check this out.
Well, if we're thinking about it, okay, how far away is that's Friday? Okay. Oh, I wish I had like more time. Because imagine if I hit 100 mil a year after hitting mil.
Was the 95 not enough for you?
Well, I was just like saying like even numbers.
Well,
So on the surface of all of this all seems very innocuous to me. I didn't see anything totally off the wall. I saw 2 teenage girls acting like teenagers. We also have no idea what was cut in between this. We don't know if there was some sort of joke about the snails. We don't know if Dixie has a gag reflex. We really don't know anything. But the internet is not happy. In fact, a lot of people on the comments are calling the girls entitled or canceling them for this statement, which I find incredibly bizarre. Under the comments, they say, do these type of people deserve all these followers? I don't think so. Imagine not praying before you eat. How unprofessional. The parents should be ashamed of their daughter, allowing their daughters to act so disrespectfully. Why was James the one to step up and thank the chef? That should have been the job of the parents. This family is a disgrace and they make me sick. And then someone else said, fame does this. And then another person said, to be honest, this video is going to be deleted soon. So if you guys see this, you should record it, but okay. There were so many more of these comments, and you can tell the parents are embarrassed, but they're trying to hide it. But then other people like me were like, people overreact. And then another person said, honestly, the reactions to this video is a bit overdramatic. Dixie didn't have the best reaction, but at least she explained why she reacted the way and even offered to try it again. Seems as though people love hating. I heard that they were disrespectful, but this disgusts me. Dixie honestly saying ew to the food and Charli asking for dino nuggets. Why aren't the parents say anything? Like, imagine another celebrity acting this, they would probably get canceled. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this video. At one point, Charli does say jokingly while Dixie is vomiting, can I get some dino nuggets? The parents are not really doing anything to stop this. But my mind goes to, well, maybe they are honestly just trying to stay on camera. They're being filmed. They have a camera crew there. Maybe they're just trying not to create a scene. And again, these girls are 16 and 19 years old. 16 and 19-year-olds do and say things that a lot of adults don't do and say. With that being said, this has had a a very strong reaction by followers on TikTok. So yesterday on Social Blade, Charli had 99,400,000 followers on TikTok. As of this afternoon, she has 98.6 million followers on TikTok. In the last 24 hours, she has lost 800,000 followers for this video. Then yesterday, Dixie D'Amelio had 43.7 million, but today she has 43.8 million. So she has increased where Charli has decreased. And it was Dixie that she was the one that threw up and she's not losing followers. But Charli is, and some people are suggesting it is because of the way that she talked about her followers and saying, wouldn't it be cool if I made 100 million within a year? Making people feel like all they were was a number and that they didn't matter to her. Couple that with how she snapped at her sister and how she was inappropriate throughout this dinner, people are apparently canceling her. So then Charli went onto her Instagram and talked about how she thinks that she might quit because of the way that people are treating her. Take a look.
I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, this is messed up stuff that people are saying. Blatantly disrespecting the fact that I'm still a human being is not okay at all. And people making fun of the fact that it's just, like, that's not okay. You can hate on me for whatever I've done, but the fact that all of this is happening because a misunderstanding, like, I just feel like that's not okay. And if this is the community that I'm in and the community that I put myself in, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. And I know that this is going to be a huge joke to whoever sees it, but like, at the end of the day, just like, be nice. Like,
So my question here for everyone is, were the girls acting inappropriate? Maybe. Were they acting slightly rude? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, is it rude to throw up at a table? Yes, but you don't really know the whole story. Dixie says that she has a joke with her handlers, which she posted on her TikTok, basically saying that she has a very strong gag reflex. They know that. They play pranks on her, and that as a part of that, they didn't show clips of them basically baiting her to try this and then knowing they were going to get that reaction from her. So people are seemingly being more understanding to Dixie, but for some reason they're not forgiving Charli. And then Charli took to her Instagram and started crying. And it's kind of shocking to me that this would be the scandal. Now, you cannot like someone for maybe acting entitled. You cannot like someone for seemingly acting like a teenager and being rude or being quote unquote disrespectful. That's fine, but the messages that these girls are receiving, the comments that they're receiving, they seem very mean-spirited, and this all seems like very over dramatic for the amount of outrage for this versus like what actually happened is mind-numbing to me. But again, this is the internet and everyone gets mad at things for the most ridiculous reasons. So what do you think? Does the punishment fit the crime? Does Charli saying that she wants to hit 100 million and the impression being that she only cares about numbers and doesn't care about the people, she's 16. I try to exercise a little bit of grace when we talk about 16-year-olds. So what are your thoughts? Are they canceled or is the internet overreacting? Bye, guys.